Max B's only been free for about 3 days, and already the internet is on fire with snitching talk. These allegations didn't just appear overnight either. They were floating around before he even got released. But ever since that Max B is home news hit, the conversations have exploded, and everyone's trying to figure out what's real and what's straight up rumor.
Max, what they say? We outside. Let's get it moved.
They thought it wouldn't happen. They lied. The devil's a lie.
See, Max B was originally sentenced to 75 years, but somehow that got chopped down to 17. And that's where people started side-eyeing hard. Folks online are saying, ain't no way you shave off 58 years without talking to somebody. That's where the whole debate begins. Did Max cooperate or not? What's wild is, even Max himself doesn't fully deny it. He straight up said, "Man, I did enough time, and if I told a little something, I told it, bro." Then he added, "Anybody who got a problem with me cooperating on things people already know, man, they some haters." Now that's bold. Yeah, so here's how it all really went down. Max B caught that 75-year sentence because he was the one who set the whole play in motion.
Have sex with my hot wife all around the world. It's nothing. I'm not worried about this shit, bro. I got a whole life to live. I already gave back time on a 75 ball. I did a dub and came back and got my shit on PCR. I'm supposed to not cop out. So you telling me if they got a chance to come back right now and cop out, they wouldn't cop out? Come on, my nigga. Because you know when you cop out, they make you do a statement version that ain't facts or whatever. That's part of the plea deal. That's why it's called a plea deal, my nigga. But I had to do 20 years to do that. So keep that in mind. That ain't no shit. I was out in a year. I did that in a year. Nah, I had to let niggas go through their process. Blew, went through the whole 3-4 denials, done up. I'm saying, then I found my shit and got relief. So if some niggas want you to ride with them, you know, misery love company. Not on my watch. I got shit to do, but we ain't doing that. I can't stay in here with these. I gotta come home and get rich.
Yeah. There was this stripper who was into Max heavy. She wanted to impress him bad. And if you know Max B, you know he was deep in that lifestyle. Real smooth talker, part of that old school ism. So she hits Max up like, "I've been chilling with these dudes who flashing money. One even showed me a whole backpack with $50,000 cash." Max heard that and told her straight up, "Link with them again, but when you do, I'm sending my brother to pull up and handle business." His brother rolled through to the hotel, but things got messy fast. One of the guys reached for a gun, shots went off, and one man ended up dead. That's how Max, his brother, and the stripper all got wrapped into a murder conspiracy. Max B's take is wild. He's basically saying, look, I got hit with 75 years. I served my time, 17 years to be exact. My brother tried 4 appeals, all denied. At this point, I'm never seeing him free, so I might as well cooperate, sign off, and tell them what really happened. But his brother, he's furious, saying, "That's snitching. I'm still fighting for my life." So now his brother's like, "Bro, you just ruined my shot at freedom." As you heard, Max B said himself, "My bro filed 4 appeals and none of them worked. He ain't getting out. So I'm gonna just tell them what happened, own up to it, and walk out after 17 years. But when Max finally came home, Wack 100 wasn't having it. He called him out hard, saying, nah. Max, this ain't just some late stage cooperation you've been telling since day one. Wack claimed Max didn't just cop out after 17 years, he actually cooperated before his sentencing. He said, even if it's after all that time, telling is still telling. And the wild part? There's paperwork backing it up. During Max B's own appeal, his lawyer, talking about Max by his real name, Wingate, argued that the court gave him too much time and didn't recognize any mitigating factors. The lawyer said Max's actions were a one-time situation, that he'd never be around that same woman again, and that the whole thing would never happen twice. But then came the key part. The lawyer admitted in court documents that Max cooperated with law enforcement. He even helped them locate the woman involved, Conway. So from jump, investigators already had Max talking to them. The cops even told him, "Relax, bro, you're not in trouble." But that's when the story started to twist, because what happened next made people look at Max B's whole case in a totally different light. So the cops told Max B, "We're just trying to find this woman," because they knew she'd been with the guys that night. Now, nobody really knows why they went straight to Max in the first place. Maybe a lead pointed their way, maybe her name came up. But what's clear is that the police believe she was tied to the homicide. So they pressed Max B for info, and he gave it up. He told them where she stayed, the spot she hung around, and who she kicked it with. That's the part that got Wack 100 fired up. He's saying, hold up, bro. You admitted to cooperating. You copped out, gave up details, and got out 50 years early, while your brother's still sitting in there fighting appeals. Wack's argument is heavy. He's saying Max didn't just talk once, he talked twice. First during the investigation when he helped police find the woman, and again years later when he signed papers to secure his early release. And now Wack's asking the internet, why does Max B get a pass? Why aren't y'all calling it what it is just because he's a legend? This turned into a full-blown debate online. Wack 100 even pulled up on DJ Academic's platform to go back and forth about it.
Been countered. I think we're hearing that Max B's as solid as they come. He did not cooperate, brother.
Max B, I sent you all the paperwork.
I'm watching the 1090 Jake thing. It said that he
No, I don't care about 1090. 1090 is just a regular dude like everybody else. The documents, this is what you're looking for. Actually here.
Okay.
Let me guide you directly to what you want to read.
Okay, give me a paperwork breakdown.
I sent you the paperwork. This is going to guide you right to where you want to read. This is one part where he's admitting that due to his cooperation, he should be given leniency. Here, that's
what page is
other
this?
Part. That's Max B's paperwork.
Okay, yeah, but
part
you sent me a document. What page is on it?
I don't look at it. It'll tell you that you have all the documents. You even have the appeal. There's another part where you'll see Max B told the detectives where the girl involved in the murder robbery, where she works, with strip club, and where
is
she
that
lives.
Snitching though? I've heard from
Hell
people.
yeah, that's snitching. See, this is the part.
Hold on. If I'm a street dude, let's say me and you are street dudes, and they said, do you know where Wack works? And I said, I know Wack does podcasts or does interviews with DJ Vlad. Am I snitching?
Listen, let's paint the right picture. Academics.
Yeah.
This lady and this dude was involved in the murder robbery. We know you have some involvement as well. What do you know about them? She works at Scarlet Strip Club and lives at this location. They're letting him know she is an interest. He knows she's of interest because they put the play together.
Things got tense quick. Most of the people watching this ain't from the streets. You're not built for that chaos, and that's fine. So when you hear this story, you're probably thinking, man, if the cops came asking where that woman was and I didn't pull the trigger, I'd just tell them where she at, right? You might have told somebody, yeah, go rob them, but you never told them to kill anybody. So from a normal person's point of view, you're like, how am I part of a murder conspiracy when I didn't plan that? To regular folks, that makes sense. You think logically, not like someone stuck in the game. But in the street world, it don't work like that. Over there, even saying one word to the police, unless it's talk to my lawyer, is considered snitching, period. That's why this whole Max B conversation is so messy. Wack 100 is standing firm, saying Max told in detail. He's convinced Max B really did snitch. No sugarcoating, no excuses. And truth be told, the paperwork and interviews make it hard to deny. But the real reason Wack's catching so much heat right now isn't just because he called Max out. It's because he's been calling everybody out lately. People are tired. They're saying, come on, man. Let us celebrate one rapper coming home without dragging him. They know Wack's telling the truth, but it's like, man, can't we just enjoy the moment for once? That's the mood. Frustration mixed with facts, and the internet split right down the middle. Everybody knows deep down that Max B talked, but people just don't want to admit it out loud. They're saying, man, let us enjoy at least one rapper coming home without all this drama. But Wack 100 ain't letting it slide.
Anytime you give any information up on anybody else other than yourself, you're telling. And this is why your crowd is not going to understand. Our rules are our rules. We don't give a damn about what the civilians or the L7 think. The minute Max B told that detective where that woman lived and where she worked, and they apprehended her, she then told on Pooh Sims, who got 120 to life, and she did like 8 years or so. She went to jail as well. You tell it. And if you read the document, you're going to read.
But I heard she told on Max B as well.
Listen, it don't matter. He told on her first.
He's like, nah, bro, let's call it what it is. He even compared it to other cases, saying, Push called Rat, T Grizzly called Rat, Max B too. Folks online are begging, can we just have one win? But here's the truth. This generation doesn't even react to snitching like before. We've gotten so desensitized to it that unless someone's literally on the stand pointing fingers, people shrug it off like it's nothing. And Wack didn't stop there. He actually hopped on a jail call with Max B's own brother, the one claiming Max told on him. Now it's not just a rumor, even Max himself admitted it. He said, yeah, I copped out. Yeah, I told them what they wanted to hear after 20 years. His reasoning? I was doing 75 years, 4 appeals denied, nothing left to lose. Why can't I tell? That's his defense. Pure survival. But his brother, he ain't buying it. He's still in prison, still filing appeals, still trying to find a way out.
Some shit like misspelled words and all this shit, but we went to the thing and found the real court documents, and regardless of misspelled words, what you was saying, what you was saying was in there. He definitely he told where that woman lived at, where she worked at. Like,
I've been saying that though, Wack. This ain't no see. Nobody want to listen to me because I ain't got no platform.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying, nigga ain't can, so that's what it is.
On the phone right now. So here go the thing.
Oh,
right?
all right.
Now we got past that telling. Now here goes the next thing. We see in 2012, the appeal was denied, right? But then in 2016, he get a 55-year time reduction, right? Now I'm hearing about whatever went on with his attorney, but here goes the problem. If the attorney, it was misrepresentation for your defense attorney, right? Whatever the is going to go on, whatever the shit they saying is the reason why they're going to reduce your time, right? Then it's going to be documented. You can't find why he got the time reduction, bro.
Exactly. But now look, this is what I'm on the process now. I just hired a new lawyer, so I got another lawyer, my lawyer, right? But I'm filing an appeal right now that I got going on. So I gotta I'm about to get the paperwork because my lawyer about to get it. But you do know, right? Anytime that you take a sentence, this is anybody that got common knowledge. If you know, was anybody that been in the system. When you take a plea, you got to tell them what you pleaded to. You can't just take no plea and then walk out the courtroom like George Jefferson. It don't work like that.
But see what I'm saying? They're not saying he took a plea. He's saying because his attorney got caught doing some things or whatever.
Nah, that's not what fuck what he's saying. This my life right here, Wack. I'm telling you what happened. So what happened was his lawyer was his rap lawyer at the same time, right? Okay. So what he's saying is his argument was, okay, being that my lawyer was my criminal lawyer and my rap lawyer, he never told me about no deal. Had he told me about his deal, I would have took the deal. So now the court was saying, okay, this is a conflict of interest, right? So being that this is a conflict of interest, what they did was, supposedly what they supposed to do was, okay, we'll offer you the deal, right? Because they didn't want to overturn the whole case. So we'll offer you a deal, which was 20 years. But now, in the midst of taking this 20 years, you still have to give a factual basis for your plea. You can't just take the 20 years and that's it. It don't work like that. In no court system in America. You got to explain to them why you taking this 20 years and what was your part in taking this 20 years. See what I'm saying?
So he got to give something up.
And he feels like Max's statements destroyed his shot at freedom. So now the streets are divided. Loyalty versus logic, family versus freedom. And everyone's got something to say about it. Now here's where things really start to heat up. That jail call between Wack 100 and Max B's brother flipped the whole conversation upside down. The brother was emotional, saying, "Man, he ain't just tell, he told on me." You could hear the pain in his voice. 20 years down, still fighting, and now watching his own blood walk free while he's stuck behind bars. Wack kept pressing him, trying to get every detail. The brother claimed that after Max signed those papers and cooperated, the DA used that info against him in later appeals, basically sealing his fate forever. That's why he's been furious, saying, "He didn't just save himself, he buried me too." That statement alone shook the internet. Meanwhile, fans are torn. Some say, "Man, Max did what he had to do. He already did almost 2 decades." Others argue, "Nah, if you gave info that hurt your brother's case, that's straight betrayal." The debate's wild, and social media is going crazy over who's right. And through all this noise, Max B's camp stays quiet. No statements, no interviews, no clarification. But one thing's for sure, the paperwork, the court filings, and the confessions don't lie. The timeline shows everything: cooperation, confession, and early release, plain as day. Now Wack's out here saying, "Don't let fame rewrite reality." He's calling out everyone protecting Max's image, claiming the industry's just turning a blind eye because they like him. That's what's got people riled up, the double standard. The streets are watching every move now. Will Max speak up again? Will his brother drop more info? This story ain't cooling down anytime soon. It's getting messier by the minute. Now at this point, the whole situation's spinning out of control. Blogs, podcasts, and YouTube channels are all dissecting every single word from Max B and his brother's side. It's everywhere. People are pulling up court records, interviews, and old clips, trying to figure out who's telling the truth. Wack 100 standing on business though. He's doubling down, saying, "Ain't no confusion. The man cooperated, period." He keeps reminding everyone that the paperwork came straight from official court filings, not rumors. And yet, fans are split, half saying, "Max B did his time, let that man breathe," while others are like, "Nah bro, freedom bought with betrayal don't count." Max B himself hasn't responded publicly, but insiders claim he's just focused on music and rebuilding his life. He's been in the studio non-stop, lining up interviews and plotting a full comeback, but this controversy won't stop following him. The same streets that once crowned him the Wave God are now side-eyeing his return, wondering if the love is still real. Meanwhile, Wack 100 keeps fueling the fire, jumping on Clubhouse, calling out industry names, and daring anyone to challenge the paperwork. He's saying, "Don't get mad at me, get mad at the facts." The tension between old school street values and modern day fame couldn't be louder. At this point, the story's bigger than Max. It's exposing a shift in how the culture defines loyalty. Is doing decades behind bars still the code, or has survival replaced silence? One thing's clear, Max B's freedom came with a heavy price, and everyone's watching how he carries it now. This might honestly be one of the clearest, most straight-up cases of snitching the rap game's ever seen. But here's the difference. Max B's playing it smart. He's home now, and instead of running to interviews or trying to explain himself, he's staying quiet, moving low-key, and keeping it pushing. That silence, it's his shield. Max knows the moment he opens his mouth, it's over. The minute he sits down for an interview and tries to clear things up, Wack 100's gonna have a field day, bringing every piece of paperwork, every quote, every old clip. Right now, as long as Max stays silent, he's winning the optics game. Fans can brush it off, saying they just hating, trying to expose him again. But once he talks, the floodgates open. So for now, Max is doing what real veterans do, smiling, chilling, moving around like the Harlem general he's always been. No drama, no clapbacks, just wave energy and peace of mind. But make no mistake, the moment he breaks that silence, this whole thing might explode again. Now I want to hear from you. After everything you just heard, do you think Max really did what they say he did? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let's talk about it. And make sure you subscribe to Dripzine. Like, share, and comment to push this story out to more people. Help the algorithm go crazy. Click hype this video and keep this wave alive.